How much money can you make picking wild rambutan in a single day? Join me and watch until the end of the video to find out. This path might look a little different from usual because to reach the wild rambutan tree, I have to take this shortcut. Everyone, those water tanks up ahead are part of the main water source for the people in my village. The air here is incredibly fresh and cool. After a short walk, I finally made it. In this area, I also planted cassava, sweet potatoes, and melons. It has been raining constantly since I cleared the weeds, so I couldn't come up. Today, the melons are blooming, so they should fruit in about a week. Everyone, next to my field, there's a wild rambutan tree. Now I'll try climbing up to see if I can pick any. Everyone, last year, this tree didn't bear any fruit, but this year is a great harvest, so I could see plenty of fruit even from afar. This rambutan tree starts pretty high up, so I'll use this log as a makeshift ladder to climb up, to harvest these rambutans. I had to put in a lot of effort carrying this heavy spiny bamboo stalk all the way up from below. Yesterday, my dad mentioned seeing a man carrying a huge basket full of them to sell, so I was worried he might have picked from this tree already. Luckily, when I arrived, there were still plenty left. Now I'll taste the very first one to see how it tastes. Come and enjoy some with me. These wild rambutans have thin flesh, not as thick as the ones grown in the lowlands. However, chewing on the seeds gives a surprisingly rich and nutty flavor. Everyone, picking fruits like this really brings back childhood memories. Back then, we didn't have as many sweets as kids do now. My siblings and I would just wait for the fruit season to hit, then head into the forest together looking for wild treats. Every time we found a good tree, we'd fill our baskets to the brim and bring them home to enjoy all week long. Over here, the rambutan season is actually drawing to a close. These are only left because they're growing right in my own garden. If this were anyone else's yard, I'm sure they would have harvested everything to sell at the market by now. Here are the fruits after I trimmed off all the leaves. They look so satisfying, guys. When I first got up here, there weren't many mosquitoes, but now they're swarming all around me. It's terrifying. There must be dozens of them buzzing around right now. Do you guys have this kind of wild rambutan back in your hometown? If you ever come across this fruit in the forest, definitely don't pass it up. Since I underestimated things and brought such a small basket, it couldn't hold all the fruit, but leaving them behind felt like such a waste. So now I have to carry them all by hand on my way back. Any ideas on how I could make carrying this a bit easier, guys? It's almost noon now, so I'll head home to rest before going to the market this afternoon. Stay tuned to see how much money I make. The market is about 4 kilometers from my house. They usually hold a big market fair here every Saturday, which gets incredibly crowded, drawing in traders from all over. But since I'm here midweek, it's pretty quiet. I only see older women selling veggies and fruits that they either gathered from the forest or grew at home. Most people at the market now are older, as the younger women my age have all gone to work. In the factories, I got quite lucky today. The moment I set my basket down, everyone crowded around to buy. They even teased me, asking if try a taste first. If it's not sweet, you don't have to pay. Some fruits are sour, others sweet, so I'm happy to let you try them. If you like it, feel free to support me. If not, no worries at all. A lady mentioned that someone else was selling fruit down the road, but theirs had been sitting out too long and tasted sour, not fresh and sweet like the ones I brought today. Just then, a woman in a red shirt came over asking for a fruit. She can't speak and relies on sign language, but she's always full of joy and optimism. Out here, everyone sells fresh produce they grew themselves. On a good day, some might make a couple of dollars, while others sit all day without selling much, having to take it back home or share it with neighbors. Country life is tough like that. There are often more sellers than buyers. Chatting with the locals, I bumped into a neighbor from my village. She told me she was selling veggies here and offered to buy my fresh, cheap fruit to resell for a small profit. She and the others will wait until the end of office hours, when folks head home from work and the market picks up a bit. Soon, though, the market grew quiet. Just as I was packing up to leave, a few ladies walked up. One said if she knew I was here, she would have come earlier to buy a few bunches for her kids. I'm so grateful to everyone who bought out all my rambutans today. Otherwise, I would have been stuck sitting here until dark. As I was leaving, the women invited me to buy their veggies, but I already had plenty at home, so I promised to buy next time. On my way, I spotted a vendor making delicious fried donuts. I used to make them myself, but I've been too busy lately. Since I'm here, I bought a few for my mom and me, all together. I made 110,000 dong today, spending 10,000 dong on 4 fried donuts leaves me with 100,000 dong. What do you think? Everyone, is that a good day's earnings?